Hi girls, now we are going to start with the next unit that is called as overhead cost control. You know what is the meaning of overheads. Now we are going to see how overheads are being controlled in the organization. So what are the steps where the organizations is going to do, and what are the basic concepts where the organization is going to deal with it. Fine. Now I'll just tell you the basic aspects. What is the meaning of overhead cost control? Overhead cost control, here directly we are going to focus only on the indirect expenses. Directly we are going to focus on the indirect aspects with regarding to the organization. Now whenever you are manufacturing any product, you have a direct expenses and the indirect expenses, but we are not going to focus on the direct expenses here, as we are going to focus only on the indirect expenses. When I speak with regarding to the indirect expenses, we have three expenses which you're going to take into consideration. That is indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses. So indirect materials, we know what is indirect material. Indirect labor, we know, and indirect expenses, we know. So indirect expenses, it may be any kind. If you're manufacturing a product, it may be a manufacturing a pen. You're manufacturing it may be a manufacturing a tube light or a fan. So ultimately we are going to pay a rent. We are utilizing the electricity. That is, it may be example for the indirect expenses. Now when I tell with regarding to the indirect materials, it may be like, as you're manufacturing a pen, you're going to make sure that what are the indirect materials which is been applicable in using and manufacturing a product. Now when you see you're manufacturing a pen, you cannot see a oil, nor you cannot see which kind of machine you're manufacturing. You can see only the tube, you can see the ink, you can see the lid, which you are going to purchase directly. But in the indirect materials, we cannot see oil, it has been utilized, or you cannot see a machinery, you cannot see the assembling sections. Yes. Now this is called as material, indirect material. When I tell with regarding to the indirect labor, as we have two kinds of labors which are there. One is direct labor, one is indirect labor. What is the meaning of direct labor? Direct labor are those which are directly connected with manufacturing a product. It may be like we are manufacturing a product, you're assembling a product, or you're arranging a product. That is direct, which are directly connected. When I tell with regarding to the indirect labor are those people who are the supervisors, who are acting as a guard in the organization. When you're manufacturing a product, there might be some people who might be supervising the people to make sure that none of the products are getting stolen, or it may be a guard to make sure that none of the products have been stolen and it is going as per the planned procedure. So supervisors and the guards are called as indirect material. When I tell with regarding to indirect expenses, I have already spoken about that. It may be a rent to manufacture any product, it may be any kind of expenses, but this is the basic example which I have taken. That is, for expenses, it may be a rent, it may be a light. Now I have taken into consideration two examples with regarding to a organization which is dealing with the indirect material. That is two products which organization is manufacturing. It may be a tube light and it may be a fan. One company is manufacturing two products, a tube light and a fan. So when I speak with regarding to the tube light and a fan, so the raw materials for the tube light, it is completely different, and for fan it is completely different. The materials, it is different, the laborers are different, and the expenses is different. So here what are we going to do is, as we are going to manufacture in one organization, we are going to manufacture different products, we are going to make the difference, and we are going to see for manufacturing a tube light what are the expenses which we have to bear. For manufacturing a fan, what are the expenses which we are going to bear. So tube light and fan, it is completely different from each other. The products, materials are completely different from each other. Now I cannot have one common laborer to manufacture both, because the strategy for manufacturing a tube light and strategy for manufacturing a fan are completely different. So what am I going to do is, I'm going to make a complete differentiation and making sure that what are the expenses and which is going to be taken into consideration when manufacturing a tube light and a fan, and finally I'm going to see the total. Now when I'm going to see when I'm going to speak with regarding to the overheads, to manufacture this, we are going to take into consideration two important aspects. That is, to manufacturing a tubelet and to manufacturing a fan, what are the two important tools which you're going to utilize? That is, well, first one is called as allocation and second is called as apportion, which is coming under the overheads distribution. Overhead distribution, we have two important aspects. That is, allocation is the first part, apportionment is the second part. What is the meaning of allocation? Allocation is when I'm manufacturing a tubelet and manufacturing a fan. So allocation means definitely I know this would be the expenses for my organization. I know if I'm manufacturing a tubelet and a fan, so I know what are the expenses which I'm going to bear. Example is, now when I'm going to manufacture a tubelet, I'm going to check out what is the expenses. So I would like to take the basic example is supervisors. So to manufacture a tubelet and to manufacture a fan. So manufacturing a tubelet, I'm going to have 3 supervisors, and manufacturing a fan, I'm going to have 2 supervisors, and the total cost of the supervisors is 50,000. 50,000 is the total cost which I'm going to bear and going to pay on the monthly basis. So when I speak with regarding to the tubelet, I have 3 supervisors who is going to supervise for the tubelet. The cost of one person getting a salary for that, it is 8,000. And to manufacture a fan, I have 2 supervisors. The cost of one person, it is 13,000. So when I say for 3 supervisors, per person is going to get 8,000. 8,000 into 3, it is 24,000. And when I tell with regarding to the fan, as I have one person, it may be costing 13. So 13,000 into 2, it is 26,000. Now this is called as allocation. Allocation means definitely for this expenses, this would be the expenses for this product which I'm going to manufacture. So the basic example which I have taken is, it is a person or it is a supervisor. So I know definitely for the manufacturing a tubelet, for manufacturing a fan, I require a supervisors, and cost of the supervisors, I have to pay so much amount, and my expenses on the monthly basis, it might be charging rupees 50,000. Now what is the meaning of apportionment? Apportionment, it is little complicated to understand, but I will make sure that you people understand about it. Apportionment is what are the expenses where the organization is bearing with to manufacture a tubelet and to manufacture a fan. So to manufacture a tubelet and to manufacture a fan, we have so many expenses. We have expenses on plant manufacturing, that is unit 1 and unit 2. Unit 1, it is with regarding to manufacturing a tubelet. Unit 2, it is with regarding to manufacturing a fan. So what am I going to do is, I'm going to take into consideration both the units. What are the expenses with regarding to the rent? How much is the rent for unit 1? How much is the rent for unit 2? Now if I'm going to pay rent, how many workers are there? In unit 1, I'll be having 50 workers. Unit 2, I'll be having 100 workers. And what is the area? Area, it is, I might be having 500 square feet. Here it is 300 square feet. Then what is the horsepower of the machine? The horsepower of the machine, here it may be 20. Here it may be 20 horsepower, and here also it may be 20 horsepower. The light points, that is the utilizing of light. For manufacturing unit of fan, it may be 25 units, and manufacturing of a tubelet, it may be 15 units. So what am I going to do is, apportionment is what are the expenses with the organization is dealing with. That organization, I'm going to make a division of how much of expenses is being dealt by fan, how much of expenses has been dealt by tubelet. So I'm going to make a differentiation and to divide, and I find out the differentiation and take out the ratio. Now the basic example was, assume that I'm going to pay a rent. I'm going to pay a rent of 60,000. Assume that I'm going to pay a rent of 60,000. 60,000. Now it has been told that I'm going to utilize light points. The light points which I'm going to utilize, it is 1/4 portions of the area. 1/4 portion of the area means 60,000 into 1/4 portion of the area. So the total amount which I'm going to get, only that amount I'm going to pay, because I'm not utilizing the entire unit. I'm using only 1/4 of the unit. I'm using only 1/4 of the unit for manufacturing a fan. So I'm not going to pay entire 60,000. The 1/4 of the lighting, I'm going, whatever how much I have utilized, only that amount of light amount I'm going to pay. And rent also, I'm not going to pay entire rent, as I've taken only 1/4 of the area. I'm going to pay 60,000 into 1/4 of the amount I'm going to pay as a rent, and light is 1/4 of the amount I'm going to pay as a light. So what I'm going to calculate, so they might be in the question, they might be arising. So light, it has been utilized 1/4 to manufacture fan, or it may be utilizing 60,000, that is rent, it may be 1/4 of the rent which has been utilized for manufacturing. So I'm not going to take into consideration and make the entire payment, but I'm going to utilize how much of a utilization which I've done, how much portion I've utilized, so much of the amount I'm going to calculate and take it out and write the same amount here. Fine. Now when I speak with regarding to this, we have two kinds of summary. We are going to speak on two kinds of distribution. One is called as primary distribution, one is called as secondary distribution. I have already sent you that through WhatsApp. Primary distribution, it is the allocation of different items of overheads to both production and service department. So I have already told you, this one overheads, so all these are the overheads. It is indirect expenses. So for overheads, so what am I going to do is, it may be like the basic example. The basic example is for overheads. Overhead, what is the basis for apportionment? What is the meaning of basis for apportionment? Means when I tell about rent, how am I going to calculate rent? I'm going to calculate rent rate taxes with the base of floor area. When I'm going to take with regarding to the depreciation of plant and machinery, I'm going to take the value of asset. Then I'm going to take about supervision, I'm going to calculate base of employees. Then I'm going to take with regarding to the marketing expenses, total sales. Power or steam expenses, past experience. If I'm going to calculate power and steam expenses consumption, how much it would consume to manufacture a product. So I might have taken the past experience or horsepower rate of a machine depending on the product what I'm going to manufacture. Light expenses, number of light points. Electric power, horsepower rate of machine. So material handling, volume of machines. So what am I going to do is, they might give a particular ratio and we have to calculate the ratio and find out what would be the amount. So there might be a question which may be, they would have specifically mentioned it may be for machine A or it may be for machine B. So they would have given to calculate only for single machine, or they would have asked us to calculate for multiple machine. So the basic format is, you're going to calculate in the same format, in the same procedure as it has been given in the format. So here it is overheads. The expenses for rent is an expenses, depreciation also is an expenses, supervision also is an expenses. So how are we going to calculate on what is the base which you're going to take and calculate it? The basic sum would be this one, which you're going to start in the next session of my class. Thank you so much.